Hello, everybody, and welcome to the OBRL Truck Series Wednesday night. How's everybody doing? And Ken, how are you doing tonight, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing great, Pete. Welcome to Chicagoland Speedway tonight. We're going for 120 laps with 36 trucks. Out of those 36 trucks, 28 have taken qualifying times tonight.
Yeah, it looks like we got about 26, you said, Ken, that took qualifying out of 36. Is that correct?
28.
Robinson taking the pole tonight, Ken.
Yeah, Josh ran a pretty quick lap of about 30, just over 30 seconds tonight. So great lap by Josh Robinson. Eddie Jones was 0.01 off, finishing second in time, along with Troy Torgerson and Rel Vandervorst and Chris Monroe rounding out our top five.
And number 6, Liberace Thomas Ogle in the 11 truck in the 6th position. The Bandit Kevin Rupert, our buddy from the replay booth and from the review committee, in 7th in the number 12 truck. Number 8, Eric Sorry. Number 9, Ben Shepard. And in 10th place, rounding out our top 10 is Steve T. Cole from Texas.
A couple new names up there. Good to see Steve Cole with a great qualifying effort, and awesome to see Kevin Rupert with an awesome qualifying job. He's been kind of his Achilles heel this season. Maybe he's got it figured out.
We'll have to see as they get bunched up here. The pace car lights are off, and we are grouped up and getting ready to go. Grand Poobah's chanting out some a little bit of some last minute instructions.
Going down below the white line, you will be disqualified. Good luck, everybody.
So, Ken, this is going to be an interesting race tonight, I believe. It's going to be quite interesting to see how all this works out after Monday night's fiasco.
Well, these drivers deserve to get a good ton lashing at the drivers' meeting. It was a rough practice, but Pete, we're ready to go to green. I'm going to turn it back over to you quick, sir.
All right, here we go. Getting ready to go green as everybody pulls them belts tight, jumps up on that wheel, and gets ready to smash the gas, coming across the start finish line. Green flag waves, and they're off and running, Ken. Looks like a real nice start here for everybody. No bumping and banging, just kind of gets off and goes.
Nice start by these drivers so far. Beautiful sight going on his back straightaway here, going in the corner number 3.
It's going to be a great race tonight. These guys are doing 2x2x2 starting in that first lap. It's looking real nice out there.
Track temperature tonight is about 97 degrees. I wish it was that in real life. It shows 78 degrees. They're nowhere near that in Chicago tonight in real life.
They should start doing like the flight simulators, Dan, and have their temperature match whatever the current quality is, huh?
That wouldn't be real good in winter time when you come up to the northern tracks. We'd be racing in snow, Pete.
I think it'd be interesting as hell to see these trucks with a little bit of snow on the ground, or these trucks with a little bit of snow on the ground.
Pete, we need to come up with an over-under number. I'm going to let you have the number tonight.
I'll tell you what, after the tongue lashing they took in the driver's meeting tonight, I'm going to say they're going to watch their P's and Q's. So I'm going to give it a low number. I'm going to say 2 cautions for the evening.
I'm going to be actually a little bit more optimistic. I'm going lower.
Oh, well, that's going to be quite interesting. Hey, Ken, did you hear anything from any of the drivers during practice on what we got for a fuel run here?
Yeah, I talked to multiple drivers out there, and everyone gave me the same lap count, and that's 27 laps on a fuel run, with all of them saying about a second and 3/4 to a 2-second tire drop-off at the end of the tire run.
Okay, so that looks like these guys' tires are going to be quite important.
Yeah, they're saying if they're taking it easy early in the run, where they're not pushing the truck too hard, the tire drop-off isn't near as bad, but if they push that truck very, very hard early, they can be in big trouble late in the run.
It looks pretty good there. I'm watching number 67, Steve Mule Thompson, currently in the 18th position, kind of trying to move up through the field already.
Yeah, Steve didn't have a real good qualifying effort tonight. Must have just missed a lap or something, and he'll have to work a little harder trying to come through that field.
Well, Ken, we have our chat open for everybody, and hopefully we have some joiners tonight. We have the 01 all over the back bumper of that 67 trying to get around the 99. Is that, Ken? Of 50 watts. Yes, it is. 42's playing around in that mix there. I think that's a... that could be disaster right there with those trucks right there. They're all pretty hard runners.
They're all hard drivers. They like to hustle that truck early in runs and all that. So, yeah, they may pick up a few positions here, but you could see them slow down towards the middle of this run tonight.
We're going to jump up front here and see if we can maybe catch our leader right now, Joshua Robinson, showing in first place right now in that 23 truck with Raging Cajun behind him. I think those guys are just getting the rhythm together. They're not going to push any issues. I'm sure Raging's going to hang on in that 14 truck just to stay in striking distance all night long.
That's for sure. Eddie's really good at conserving tires, and he'll get the most out of that truck that he can during a whole complete gas run tonight.
Yeah, we have the 15 truck of Chris Monroe looking underneath the 98. Doesn't quite have it yet, but he's definitely going to push the issues coming up here. So we'll see how that works out for them.
Yeah, out of tonight's 36 entries, we have 5 3-digit vehicles out here tonight. So good luck to those gentlemen who are trying to earn their stripes and becoming OBRL full-time members.
Yep. Those triple-digit numbers aren't permitted to run our premium series on Sunday. On the Sundays in the Cup Series, we made a premium series. Only 2-digit numbers could run that on Sundays now.
Yeah, it gives these drivers who are a 3-digit, new to the league, earn their stripes, get them rookie stripes off, and become a full-time member, and gives them something to really, really strive for.
Don't look now, Ken, but it looks like Raging Cajun is going underneath the 23, going to take that first spot away from them. They got a side-by-side race down the back stretch here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's give and take this early yet between those two guys. They know each other very well. They know they can race hard against each other. They know they can give each other plenty of room, not worrying about crashing those two vehicles.
I'm not seeing the 23 roll over, though. He definitely fought him for a couple of turns there, but Raging Cajun does come ahead there and leads the lap here.
Yeah, he'll earn that penalty point, or not penalty point, bonus point. Bonus point for, maybe we should give him a penalty point here once in a while for leading the lap.
Penalty point, bonus point, what the hell? It's a still point, right?
That's right, positive or negative.
So back at pack, we still have some moving going on with the 96 of, who is that? The 90, is it the 96 or 93?
That's Steve Cole.
Steve Cole.
Steve Cole in the 96 truck, yes. So, we got the over-under. How about a cigarette count tonight, Coco? What do you think? I'm going to say tonight, I'm going to say 4.
Okay, he's going with 4. I got right now, this is my first one, so you can count along. And I can't guess, but you can. You can play along. I don't know, Ken. It depends on how crazy it gets. And right now, I'm looking at some side-by-side action with the 28 and the 88 right now. And behind Joel Kilburn in that 40 truck, they're definitely running. Hey, it looks like our fan, Princess Crystal, has joined us tonight, Ken. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? It looks good. You're absolutely quite welcome for the shout-out on last Friday night's race with Burning Rubber Radio Crew. I think they did a hell of a job, and we can't wait to have them back next Friday. And feel free to chat with them as well.
Most definitely, they would love the time spent with all the fans that we have. I got a question for you tonight, Princess Crystal. I'm having a hard time deciding what I should drink. Should I have Coca-Cola or should I have Dr. Pepper? Help me decide.
And I'm going to say, should I have coffee or my Di Serono? So we got Ravenger XXL. Hey, how's it going? Glad you could join us tonight. 5 cigarettes, 2 cautions, and a 96 for the win. He's already picked his winner. We don't normally do that till halfway through the race, but Ravenger, okay. We got your numbers. Dr. Pepper and coffee. Beer.
Dr. Pepper it is. Thank you very much, Crystal. Appreciate it.
There you go, guys. Coffee it is. Seeing some things back here. I'm going to go back to the 28th position, and Jeff Gilmore. They're sitting in the back of the pack. There's some good racing going on back here, Ken.
Oh, yeah. They're strung out single file. Pretty much only about half the racetrack being used. So there's some great racing going on out here. And they're not pushing the pack too hard, but they're not giving each other a boatload of room out there either.
Now the 94's been battling the 88 as the 173 looks underneath the 88 and tries to capitalize on that little fight going on there. 173, that's Dustin Lottery, who joined us recently, doing a nice job out there in 26th position right now, Ken. He's got himself in a gaggle of trucks.
Yeah, Dustin's been with us for a while. It still has a 3-digit number, but slowly should be getting close to that probation ending period. So hopefully we'll see him in the two-digit number soon. And hey, welcome to John Hastings. His choice of liquid tonight is, take a guess, Coco. You won't believe what it is.
I'm sorry, I already read it. It says beer.
Beer, yeah. Go figure, right?
John, keep it simple, baby, and enjoy that beer. Hey, Mike Allman. How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you here. Wind you on the track, brother.
Had plenty of room for you tonight with only 36 cars. We still had room out here for 7 more trucks tonight.
Just like the Burning Rubber radio crew said, every time we do this, Ken, it makes me itch to be on out there. Sorry about that, Mike. We'll look forward to getting on the track with you again soon, buddy.
No pressure, just run.
Man, we're 20 laps in already. These guys are doing good. We're going to have red flag. Wow, we got to get our flag colors right. We're going to have some green flag pit stops here real soon here, probably within the next 6-7 laps.
Yeah, it looks like Joel Tex Kilburn in position 20 right now, doing a real fine job moving through the field.
Yeah, Tex had he struggled in qualifying tonight. He was 25th or 26th in qualifying, so rough start for Joel, but hey, he'll be up to the front of the pack by the end of that race.
Well, Ken, we got, 21 laps done of this 120 round race tonight.
A lot of roundy rounds tonight in the truck. Oh, we got a tap and a spin. Steve Cole.
Yellow flag's out.
I'm not sure. Seeing somebody getting to the rear end of Steve Cole there. I didn't see who it was, but Steve got tapped in the left rear corner, sending him a spinning, and bad break for Steve Cole. He did a nice job qualifying tonight. Maybe he can work his way back up the field.
Ken, we're going to back that up a little bit, see if we can...
Car in the middle of the track. Check up. Heads up. So, set down the track.
See what we got here,
Car in the middle of the back.
We're going to see what we got here. Ken, I'm showing right now here. It just looks like he's on top of the 28. Looking for my screen. I can't find my screens today, boys.
Sorry, 93, come on up.
Oh, yeah, it looks like he just kind of gets together there with that 28. 28 gets that left rear quarter, spins him out a little bit. Looks like he's trying to do a heck of a job keeping it off of that wall. He's got that pedal down to the metal there, just trying to keep that sucker pointed downward. 28 does a nice job of cutting it left here. We'll have to see how this irons out. It looks like the 94 just can't do anything about it. I don't see any brakes on that 94 yet. He goes high, just clips the rear end of him. gets him out of the way of the 93 and pushes him down into 57. It looks like we'll have to see if 57 makes it out, and he does not. Let's see that at fast replay mode.
Big hit between the 57 and the 96 truck. And that's a rough break for Jeff Gilmore in the 57 truck.
If you look at the top of your screen, Ken, it looks like there the 94 does end up losing it, and the 93 also collects him. So there's some collateral damage in that. It's speed. It's just a lot going on, a lot to handle. Everybody kind of checks out there. We got 173 gets into 93 on your bottom of your left-hand corner there. Yeah, it's not good for those trucks tonight.
No, it's a rough start for those guys. Luckily, the yellow flag came out where these guys did not have to make that green flag pit stop. Kind of nice to have that green flag pit stop. Kind of stretches this field out a little bit, but hey, these guys will recover. They'll do a great job, and we'll be going here green shortly.
Timing scoring has Raging Cajun there, and then it just flipped over. I'm sorry, to Jim Westerfield, 35. Princess Crystal, 35, got it. Look out. Yeah, I saw that. He got a first win. I'm not sure of the series, but last night, 35, Jim Westerfield did finish first place in another league there, I believe, and did a fantastic job out there representing.
Yeah, I believe that was at Talladega, if I remember correctly.
That's what I read on Facebook.
Coco, I didn't know you could read.
No, I had somebody help me out.
Okay, good.
I don't want people to get too excited. We haven't graduated there yet.
You're just a picture guy, if I remember correctly, right?
I'm all about the looks. Mama told me I got a face for radio.
I've been told that by all the RBL members.
They're ruthless.
Yes, they are.
Speaking of ruthless, we had a great show last night on the Burnin' Rubber Radio Show. Our main sponsor here with Andy DeLay. They did a fantastic job last night. They had some technical gremlins, but I'll tell you what, one hell of a show. The last 10 minutes were just a hoot. Had a lot of good times. We're making a lot of new friends out there on the VRR. So if you guys get a chance, Burnin' Rubber Radio, check them out on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. That's live, and a rebroadcast on Thursdays and beyond, of course. You can catch it, and there was also some we called it the Afterbirth Show. After the show that wasn't actually broadcast. It was really, really a fun time. But check out Andy DeLay and Wayne Owens on the Burnin' Rubber Radio on PMN radio broadcast Tuesday night, 7 p.m.
Thinking Jim Westerfield might have missed his pit stall because he did have to pit this time by, so that's probably what gave him the lead for a lap. And now we got Eddie Jones leading us off right now with Josh Robinson second, Christopher Monroe third with Ralph Vandervoort's fourth, Ben Shepard slowly moving up the pack, he's fifth, Kevin Rupert running sixth, Jim Westerfield up to seventh. Boy, that's not right either. So I got Tom Ogle seventh and Dan Berghoff eighth. And Ed Campbell ninth, and Coco, take us to green, buddy.
Pace car dives in, pace lights are out. These guys are back up on the wheel after that caution flag, green flag waves, and they're off and running as Raging Cajun hits that gas and pulls ahead just a little bit on the 23. 23 looks like he's going to try to dive down, but not enough room for him to do that as the 15 slides underneath them. 15 truck doing a real nice job. Just trying to hold up there and pull the 12 of Kevin Rupert behind him.
Yeah, the 15 truck of Christopher Monroe doing real good. Ralph Vandervoort's trying to get down underneath Josh Robinson also. And also following there is Ben Shepard.
Yeah, it looks like 23 must have, just timed that wrong. Oh, I got a little bump in there from the 23 and the 3.
Yeah, Josh's truck bounced up in the air. A great job by Josh hanging onto that thing, keeping that thing pointing in the correct direction, going into the corner.
We got some impatient driving going on behind them. Behind the 23, packed up. Everybody behind him. 39 gets behind the 18. But you look there, it's kind of packed up behind there with the 23 missing a shift or something going on there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that bump from Rel Vandervorst, if that created any kind of damage for Josh Robinson. Wow. Josh Robinson tonight.
They're having fun tonight. Ken, you sure that's Dr. Pepper or Coca-Cola in that glass?
Let me read the label to make sure nothing else got put into this thing tonight. Wow.
98 gets a little wiggle as he hits the apron, and the 42 gets on top of him right now. Ed Larson Adams doesn't seem to make the pass yet, but he's definitely fighting for it. 40 goes underneath the 37.
See, Joel Kilburn has moved up from 26th starting position up to 17th right now, giving chase to, that would be the 98 truck of Troy Torgerson.
Yeah, they've been battling pretty good. The 42 sitting there having some difficulties behind Steve and Will Thompson in that 67 truck. All over the rear bumper of him. He's thinking about making that 3 wide. I'm not quite sure this is the time to do it. Oh, Steve goes up, hits the wall, 42 dives down, gets behind 27 and makes that pass easy.
Miscalculation by Mr. Thompson there, hitting that wall with the right front. That might have taken some damage. He hit that thing a ton.
Oh yeah, he rocked himself pretty good. He might have to go to the care center after this, but we know his brain doesn't already had damage.
You see Ed Campbell running down pit road right now. Not sure what's going on with Cool Ranch Chip.
Cool Ranch Chip is slow down that pit lane. Oh, I'm wondering what happened there. We'll have to check with race control and see what happens. 100's all over the back of the 88 as we turn back to the racing action here. Looks like someone else is going down in the pit lane there, Ken, as we go by. I don't want to get off of this right now because there's some good action going on back in the back. Ken, I'm showing the top 31 driver still on the lead lap with starting at the 32nd position down to 36. A couple laps down, and Jeff Gilmore looks to be packed up the hauler already?
Yeah, he was involved in that wreck with Steve Cole and all that. He hit pretty hard there, and I think he created too much damage that he didn't have time for repairs. Decided to load her up in the truck and haul her home, and he'll try again Friday night.
Yeah, I know we only have one caution here tonight, Ken, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm seeing some things here in the early stages of this race. They're not normally OBRL. These guys are really taking some chances, pushing it pretty hard in the beginning of this race.
Yeah, we're still rather early in the race. We're just over a quarter of the way done, and got a long way to go. But maybe we can keep this thing green for a while. Maybe get a green flag pit stops. Maybe we can spread these vehicles out a little bit and make it a little bit easier for the guys out.
Yes, 173 does look like he's dropping back a bit. I know he's one lap down, but I'm not sure how much damage he took when he ever ended up clipping that other truck in that drift. Finally, I think iRacing camera module has got it right. We have been watching some pretty decent action here with the automatic camera system.
It's been showing the most exciting, and it has been a very, very exciting race to watch. It's been hard to kind of catch up with the social media when the race is this good and this interesting right now.
Yeah, it looks like Ravager's posted out. He watched the replay, and the 28 came up the track into the 96. Of course, we appreciate that, and the review committee is going to be busy looking at that after the race.
It took us... Go ahead, Pete, sorry.
Nah, just going to say the 01 underneath the 105 battling pretty hard. The 01's definitely looking like he's going to have the spot going into turn one.
For anyone out there interested in racing with us on the OBRL, look at our website, obrl.net, fill out the application, and Coco will get back to you shortly thereafter. We got a spin-in corner and...
Oh, we got the 57 hard into the outside wall.
Can't beat a 57, Coco.
Who was it? I'm sorry, guys. I just got excited there. Let me go back and see what we got here for you.
Coco is looking back at that. We're at lap 37 right now of 120, where we have Eddie Jones still leading this pack of trucks with Christopher Monroe second. Kevin Rupert, he's moved up to 3. Ralph Vandervorst running 4th. Ben Shepard 5th. Tom Ogle 6th.
Checking up.
Joshua Robinson, he's running 7th. Dan Berghoff and M&M's 19 in the 18 truck, he's running 8th. Mike Fitty Watts in the 99 truck, he's running 9th. And Eric Asari, he's rounding out our top 10 in the Dr. Pepper truck.
Ken, I'm showing this 105 coming down here and grabbing that 28. Looks like got a little loose, just misjudges it and gets kind of out of shape there. Throws himself up into that, and then the 39 gets into the 58. I apologize. The 58 is who kind of got hard into the outside wall. We'll watch that at speed.
Tough break there for Michael Everhart. Titanium takes a heck of a hit there.
Yeah, watch us at speed, guys. This is what we're talking about. You got a motion rig. This actually hurts. Yeah, that's a 90-degree right in that outside wall. Hopefully he's okay.
That truck is junk for tonight, that's for sure. But I'm hoping Titanium's okay.
Yeah, looks like pit lane is filled. Everybody is getting tires fuel on this pit stop. Raging Cajun is still out there. It looks like he may be taking it. No, he actually went in pits here. Timing and scoring is a little delayed, but I'm showing Raging Cajun out in first position right now, Ken.
Yeah, timing and scoring is a little slow on that. I believe we got Christopher Monroe came out of the pits first. And I believe Eric Asari came out second with Eddie Jones running third, I believe.
My timing and scoring show me first.
Going into 3.
Well, I'm looking at timing and scoring on my screen, but it's showing Eddie first. But looking at iRacing site here, it's got Christopher Monroe leading this pack.
I think we need new timing and scoring. What do you think, Ken?
I think we need to hire somebody. Anyone available to do timing and scoring for the OBRL? Let us know.
We'll put your face right up here with ours and have a great time.
Hopefully they'll have a face for TV, not for radio.
We need that, right? I'm showing 39 Chip is behind the pace car right now, but I'm also showing that he's 2 laps down. So he's going to get a wave around.
Yeah, he'll get a wave around. He had to serve a black flag from an earlier incident. Not sure what happened there. We'll find out from race control in a while.
Well, if timing and scoring is right, if not, Ken will slap me. I'm showing Christopher Monroe in first position right now coming out of the pits.
That is correct. We have multiple cars sitting on pit road. We have Titanium in the 58 car. We got Steve Petrinio in 94, Dustin Lottery in 173, and the 93 of John Mankowski, all down pit road yet.
Well, I'm going to take this opportunity, since the pace lights are still out, to explain just how this works in the OBRL. Guys, if you're interested in the OBRL, and like Ken said, you're 35 years or older, have an I rating of 3,500 or below, definitely fill out the application. However, make sure that you go fill out the application on the Old Bastards OBRL.net, the Old Bastards Racing website, as well as in iRacing. Please, apply in iRacing as well. If you do not, then your application will be delayed until we're around to it. We definitely get a lot of people that want to come in, and we try to get to them as quickly as possible. But if you want to be part of the OBRL, make sure you fill out the app on the OBRL website and in iRacing.
Thank you for clarifying that, Coco. That's something I did miss. We are one in the green here, so we're going to be going back to Green Flag Racing, where we do have Christopher Monroe leading this thing. Eric Asari running second. Eddie Jones, he's up to third. Kevin Rupert running good. He's in fourth. Ralph Vandervorst fifth. Ben Shepard running sixth. Tom Ogle seventh. Dan Berghoff, he's running eighth. Josh Robinson, and hey, first time we called out this gentleman tonight, we have Patrick Milligan, El Champo, who run our top 10. Coco, hey, do me a favor. Do a burning rubber takeoff here.
All right, these guys go into turn 3, all grouped up 2 by 2 by 2. Little slack in the back, but not a big deal as these guys get ready to go racing. Pace lights are off, and these guys are itching to go ahead and jam that throttle. Pace car drops down.
Green's out. Green flag.
Green flag's out. We're off and running, guys, to a fantastic start. Burning rubber, baby! Good start, 2 by 2. Nobody's giving room, Ken. These guys want to race tonight. 15 does get ahead of the 27 as the 14 stays underneath, and we'll have to see how that turns out for the 14.
Seen Josh Robinson getting really loose on corner 1 and 2. A great job by Josh hanging on to it, keeping him in position. He's running probably down to 11th place right now. Might have lost a position or two with getting a little loose there in 1 and 2.
He was able to gather it up, and we're still under green flag conditions, which is what we wanted, right, Ken, after Monday night's debacle.
Yeah, that was a rough one. We had 8 cautions Monday night. Not our standard race, man. It was rough. Me and you got involved in. I got involved in 2. I know you were involved in at least 1, Coco, and it was just a long race. And I hope we put that behind us and we can get much better racing here the next couple of races.
Yeah, 8 cautions is not what OBRL is about, and we definitely had a race that we had to bounce back from, especially taking out your buddy. Kind of got into Ken a little bit there from somebody hitting me, and it was tough. It was a tough race, but then I had another accident with the 22, and apologize for that. It was just, I don't know where our brains were that night.
Yeah, Michigan's normally a track where it's so wide that you normally don't have issues, but I don't know. There must have been something in the water that night, and no one was able to make good, close competition. It seemed like it was more of a ram fest out.
It was a rough race, but I'll tell you what, a lot different tonight is these guys are just racing hard, but racing clean.
Yeah, they're trying to give each other room, and it's hard, but these guys are doing a really good job tonight. Great race going on between the number 40 truck of Tex Kilborn and the 99 of Fitty Watt.
We got some smoke coming out of 173 as he dives into the pits. I believe his night's going to be over. Dustin Lottery just kind of parked it up, and he's got some smoke coming out of the back end of that truck.
Yeah, early barbecue night. Not sure what he's cooking on top of the headers tonight, but definitely is going to taste good later on.
Well, we got to get John Dix down there and get the smoker out because we got a smoker down in pit lane. Oh, we got the number 11 looking down. Gets on the apron. I think he's playing with some fire there. Princess Crystal says she's got a lot to learn before she joins the OBRL, but don't worry. Ken and Coco Puss will vouch for you. You just put that application in. Tell your boyfriend, move over. I'm taking over the rig tonight.
Most definitely. We would love to have that.
So I'm not promoting anything else. I'll tell you what, before I do that, look at the 69. Really just doing an aggressive move over underneath the 03. Doing a real fine job right there.
Yeah, 69 truck Ben Shepard. He's running in the 6th spot right now. Giving a great battle. We got slow traffic to the top. John Mankowski trying to keep it top side, letting everyone get underneath him.
John Mankowski, what, in that 93 truck? Laps down, staying out of the way. 67, Steve the Mule Thompson is in 16th position. So we got to buckle up there about the 35. No, it's not the 35. I can't see the number on that truck, and I'm trying to grab it, but definitely in the high groove. Is that still Mankowski just holding it out there?
Yeah, that's Joe Mankowski. Contact between that was between Josh Robinson and Fitty Watts, I believe, coming out of corner 4. Looks like Josh got up to the wall, but hangs onto it, keeps it going in a straight line. We stay in green.
Doing a fine job out there, but like I was saying, there's a Facebook group out there for you girlfriend and wives and significant others or what have you and called iRacing Wives. Go check it out because they actually talked about putting together a wife's race and having them use the boyfriends or husbands. Whoa, we got the 99 sliding it sideways going into pit lane. He seems to get in safely, but yeah, give it a look. See, I definitely support that, and if that needs to happen, it would be awesome to see that.
Coco, I watch a lot of sprint car racing in real life and on iRacing and all that, and a lot of the World of Outlaw drivers have significant others doing powder puff races once or twice a week, and it's rather interesting. And some of those girls are really, really good drivers out.
Yep, that'd be something to watch. We got a good fight here going on with the 22 catching up to the number 20. It's the number 20. Look, it didn't have to move.
I believe with Mike Fitty Watts going down pit road, I believe he served the SPP for getting into Josh Robinson a couple laps early.
Yeah, he came in really, really hot as that truck got out of shape, but he ended up gathering it back up and getting into pit lane safely. Well, Princess Crystal, you just tell him to teach you. Don't let him stop.
We even had a good truck too. That's the sad part about it.
Driver chat's been kind of quiet tonight, which is kind of abnormal. Normally these guys are chatting up a storm. Titanium commenting that he had a really good truck until he got involved in that accident. But rough break for Titanium, but knowing Mike, he'll be back stronger than ever Friday night.
Yeah, we got the 11 really close to the 27 on that backstretch. Doing a real nice job. We'll have to see. He's trying to set up that entry to get past him on the exit.
Yeah, we're 5 laps away from midway point, so Coco, start thinking about whom your pick is going to be for tonight. As I'm talking to you, I see John Mankowski has loaded up to the hauler tonight, calling it quits.
That's a shame to see John go. Kevin Rupert in the third position doing a nice job, but he's got a pack of wolves behind him, doesn't he?
There's a lot of great racing going on between that third and 7th, 8th, 9th position there. A good job for these guys, and I wasn't paying attention when our last caution was to check out fuel runs, but this will be a good battle here for quite a while. A lot of top-quality drivers right there.
69 is going to take that spot from the 12. If he dives down underneath them, the 69, Ben Shepard underneath Kevin Rupert in that 12 truck, pushing it hard. Kevin's going to give up that spot. He's not going to fight too hard. We got a lot of laps left.
Yeah, we're not quite halfway yet. Got to give a shout out here to Joel Kilburn. My God, he started 26. He's already running in the top 10. I said he'd be near the front towards the end of this race, and he ain't letting me down, and he's not letting his vans down either. And hey, Virginia, if you're out there tonight, hope everything's going well for you.
Yeah, as Thomas Ogle looks underneath our friend Kevin Rupert, he's probably going to grab that spot. Kevin will jump in line behind him if I know Kevin. It looks like the 40 and the 42 are really close together with the 18, 27, and that gaggle of trucks going on right now. Ken, I'm going to jump ahead real quick to this 14 truck running with the 15. 15 has been behind the 14 of Raging Cajun, Christopher Monroe, just kind of pacing it out. These guys, I think, are just running for the long haul.
Yeah, they're just conserving a little bit. They're running hard, but they're not overdriving them cars or the trucks and all that. They're keeping the tires underneath them and probably not conserving any fuel, but just making sure they're not getting that truck too hard into the corner.
Yeah, I think those guys are just setting in for pace laps here, trying to get these knocked off as we're going across the line. We'll be on lap 60 of 120. Ken, we've got 6, 7, maybe 8, 9, 10 trucks just all in a line, going 3 wide as Joel Kilburn goes underneath the 18. This is definitely a little here. We're going to have to watch this for a while as they're 3 wide. Joe comes close to that left side, but does not give up. It looks good here as they go back 3 wide across the start finish line as well. Joel's down on the apron.
Joel got kind of pushed down. Did a great job not getting the Dan Berg off there. Wow, that was some great racing there by both of those.
The 100 jumps on the 40's tail. The 100 is a triple-digit number, but really fast, clean driver, new to the OBRL.
Yeah, that's Kevin Cornelius doing a great job out there. Kevin driving, looks like the Texaco truck tonight, huh?
Yeah, it looks good. What is it, Haviland?
Yeah, Texaco Haviland truck, yep. Beautiful looking truck.
Hey, Spencer, how you doing? Kevin's doing really good tonight. Kevin Rupert's sitting in the 4th position in that gold truck. We'll give you a look-see here for you. Kevin doing a real nice job leading the pack here.
Hey, Spencer, nice seeing you on social media with us. Thanks for joining us tonight, Spencer. Appreciate it.
Ken, we're sitting at lap 24 on most of these guys. There's a couple that are sitting on 22, but most of these, almost 90% of the back right now is on 24 lap tires. So we should be hearing some pace or pit and coming up soon.
Yeah, we should be within 3-4 laps here of green flag pit stops. So, Coco, did you come up with your pick for tonight's race?
I had my pick when this race started. I'm gonna go. Am I picking first? Because I picked over under tonight.
I'll give you. Seeing the nice guy I am, I'm gonna give you the first pick for this also tonight.
All right, I'm going with our buddy, our guy, and said Raging Cajun is who I'm taking.
Gary, I'm taking this time.
Well, that was kind of my pick also. So I see 2 or 3 guys that have shown a lot of good stuff tonight, and I see Christopher Monroe looking really good. But my pick tonight, I'm going with that 69 truck again. I'm going with Ben Shepherd. He hasn't let me down too many times this year when I have picked him.
All right, fantastic choice, I think. So we've got Raging Cajun in the 14, and we've got Ben Shepherd in the 69. If you'd like to play along, go ahead and post it on our chat here. As the 40 looks like he's going to go down to pit lane. And also, while we're going through these pit stops, we'll make sure we stay with the action. But as we go through these pit stops, I want to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors. Our Metro Ford sponsor of Chicago does our Sunday night, or Sunday race series, our Cup series, our Premier series, emetroford.com. Any make, any model. eMetro or Metro Ford's got you covered at emetroford.com. His crew and his people are fantastic. Check them out. They'll deliver to your door if necessary. Arrangements can be made. Complete touchless, I guess they call delivery, right, Ken? So give him a shout out. But thanks for his sponsorship on the Cup Series on Sunday, and that's Metro Ford of Chicago, emetroford.com. Give him a look-see. Our pits are going through right now as we have probably half the field in pit lane.
28 putting this time.
I got a feeling that Spencer Rupert is going for that 12 truck, I would think, tonight.
37's fitting.
Yeah, we have everybody kind of coming out here, Ken, as they're going to try to join the field.
Hitting this time by.
Thank you, Crystal, for agreeing with me that it is going to be Ben Shepherd tonight.
We have a lot of pace.
94 pitting. 94 pitting.
23 pitting.
23, Joshua Robinson getting ready to dive down into pit lane.
103 pitting. Pitting. 166 pitting.
166 is doing a shout out. 166, Ken, I haven't talked much about him there.
That's Kevin Adamson, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Sporting that Canadian Tire paint job. 88, Garrett Corbett. 20 looks like he might have got up into the wall there, Ken.
38 out.
Yeah, he played a little Velcro against the wall there for a few seconds. Got her off, got her straight. We're going to stay green.
I don't see too much damage on that truck. 78 gets around pretty quick. He drops down in the pit lane. He might have some damage.
Seen Kevin Rupert go down pits late. He was leading the race for a lap, so he got a bonus point, but he's down on pit road right now.
94 coming out. 66 coming out. 166 coming out.
We'll have to wait for this to shake out, Ken, and we'll give them a top 10 run out.
Yeah, we'll give it a couple laps for timing and scoring to get things organized and situated, and we'll reply back. Gary Corbett coming out of pit road, along with Kevin Rupert down the backstretch right now, right next to Steve Thompson, Ed Adams, and Troy Torgerson. Boy, Coco, if timing and scoring is right, Eddie Jones had one heck of a pit stop. He's 2.5 seconds ahead of Christopher Monroe, running first and second right now, with Ben Shepard running third, 4.5 seconds ahead. So, gotta hand it to Raging Cajun. He nailed that pit stop.
Nice job there.
See a great battle going on between Dan Berghoff and the 18 truck 42 of Ed Adams, 11 of Thomas Ogle, and the 99 of Troy Torgerson, 98 of Troy Torgerson, I'm sorry. They have a great battle going, and that's for about the 10th position out.
Yeah, they're doing a fine job. I was just checking on Raging Cajun as he's getting ready to pass the 166. He's kind of catching up to some lap traffic right now, putting people down a lap or two here. But he's got a 2.3, 2.5 second lead behind second place Christopher Monroe.
Yeah, he's got a nice lead over Chris. But it's early in the fuel run. We'll see what happens. And all these guys have at least one more pit stop to go yet. Titanium Michael Eberhardt loading up the truck, having way too much damage after punching that wall at the front end of that truck. He's loaded up for evening.
That's a shame for Michael Eberhardt in that 58 truck. He took a hard lick into that outside wall. Oh, 35 gets a little loose as he bounces off of the apron there.
Nice job there by Jimmy Heenan onto that thing, keeping that thing going in the right direction.
The 98 is always looking underneath the 42 to 42. Fights back on the outside, going side by side, coming out of the turn.
Boy, if you people like to watch close racing, this is a great race to be watching. These guys are doing just an awesome job. Hopefully we can keep this thing green for a while yet, because these guys are performing, doing their job like the OBRL standards we do have.
All right, Ken, I think we're going to take a 5 or 10 second break here. We're going to do what they do in NASCAR, and I'm going to try something tonight called Crank It Up. Let's see, we got that. Just let you hear the engines here. All right, Ken, that was fun. Let's see how that turned out. Tell us if you like it or you don't.
Made our job easy.
Gave us a little break. It might have been too loud, but I don't care.
They got volume controls.
Absolutely. Oh, I just love to hear him going around that track.
It's almost like being right there.
Princess Crystal said, I thought it was awesome. Thanks, Crystal. We'll have to maybe add that with a little splash screen at the bottom that says it's time to crank it up.
Coco, can you give me a cigarette count right now?
I believe I'm at 3. I can't tell. I forgot the count, but I think I'm at 3, so that's what I'm going to say. And what was your call?
I had 4.
Well, I think you might make it, brother. Ken, this has been one heck of a race here tonight.
Yeah, they are kind of stretched out around the whole racetrack now. There isn't too many open spots on the track right now. Good stuff going in. I still see 173 of Dustin Lottery still sitting on pit road. We know he barbecued a motor earlier in the race and trying to make repairs. Hopefully we can see Dustin out before we get that checkered flag.
I'm showing him at 35 laps down, but get out there, run some laps, just get it some of that IPL taken care of for you.
Good battle going on between the 98 truck, Troy Torges, and 67 truck with Steve Thompson right there. And the 01, that's Sean Sadler tonight.
Yeah, Sean Sadler's looking to gain on some of that fight going on there, able to pull into the back bumper and see if he can get some of that 67. Ken, we're looking at 18, 15, 16, 17. We're kind of all over the board, but we are at height of about 18 laps on most and about 13 laps least currently on our tire situation.
Well, the leaders, we have 39 to go, 27 runs. So if they can get another 12 or 13 laps out of this load of fuel, then they should be able to make it the rest of the way for this race. Pending, there's a green light checkered at the end of this thing.
Well, I'll tell you what, it looks like we might have just seen a lane change, and I apologize, I wasn't paying attention, but Raging Cajun does appear to be in second place at this point in time. Unless he's coming all the way around for Chris Monroe. 69 looks underneath the 14 and takes that spot. I'm wondering if Raging's either conserving fuel.
I'm wondering if he might have pitted a lap or two too early, having the concern to be able to make it only on one more stop.
He is showing 20 laps right now, while the other two are 18 and 17. 18 for Christopher Monroe, and that's 15 truck, and then 17 laps for Ben Shepard, and that's 69 truck. So he is 2 laps higher than one and 3 laps higher than the other.
Yeah, he's in fuel conservation mode right now. If he wants to do this in one more stop, he kept pushing it that hard. He would have had to make it in 2.
His brain calculator is working hard as they're looking underneath that 94 of Ben Shepard. Ben's high on the wall there. Looks like he's got stuck. That awesome. He rubbed the wall. I had the camera right on him at the time, and that thing is like Velcro.
See Steve Petrino getting up and tacking that wall a little bit too, playing the Velcro game out there.
It's going to be a tough one tonight. That just irritates you when you can't get your vehicle off that wall. I'll tell you that. I know firsthand.
We've all done it. We've all taken it off too hard, lose control, spin out in front of the field, and take out half the crowd.
Oh, yeah,
so
we have.
Kind of embarrassing when that happens.
Absolutely is. It's kind
So
of
right now, I'll give a top 5 rundown. If you want to give the bottom 5, I'm going to go with Chris Monroe leading this thing right now with Ben Shepard running second. Eddie Jones, the Cajun Raging. He's running third. I can't talk yet. My gosh.
That's Raging Cajun for all you other people.
Joe Kilborn, hey, he drove up to fourth place starting from 26 tonight. Eric Asari, he's running fifth. Coco, I'm turning it over to you. I'm really struggling here.
Al Campo, Patrick Milligan of eMetro4.com. Metro 4 to Chicago in that 38 truck in sixth place. Ralph Vandervorst in the 03 in seventh. Our friend Kevin Rupert, the Bandit, in eighth position in that 12 truck. And then Thomas Ogle, Liberace, sitting in ninth position in that 11
I
truck.
was thinking 92 going into 93, but I'm a little nervous about not having enough.
And then Dan Bergeroff, rounding out your top 10 in that 18 truck.
78 hitting.
As pits are starting to be screamed about.
I just want everyone to know.
These drivers are really starting to think about some math right now. If you don't think you need math when auto racing, you're completely wrong. It's one of the subjects I was actually very good at in school. Thank God it did help me during my real racing career, and sure definitely helps me in my racing career also.
And Princess Crystal says, can we please check that soda can?
Crystal, I think we made the wrong choice. You should have gone with the Coke tonight.
If you can't laugh at yourself, then what are you doing, right? We're having a fun time up here tonight, and hopefully you are too. Okay, so we're spread all out. I'm about ready to just turn it over to the track itself. This is crazy out here, Ken. We got trucks all around this racetrack.
78 pit now.
My sim racing app, my screen up in the upper right hand corner, my God, it's just peppered with cars all the way around the racetrack. It's ridiculous. It's a beautiful sight, but man, it's unbelievable that the whole track is being filled with cars right now.
It's kind of funny. I've got red, white, green, blue, and brown.
We got 30 to go, Pete. We only have a quarter of this race left. We're going to start seeing some green flag pit stops here really, really soon.
Yeah, we are. I've heard a bunch of people shouting out, but I'm looking at high 28 laps, low 24, is that 23? Sorry, Ken. That's what I'm seeing right now. So they're kind of spread around the board. We'll have to see how this works out.
See Jim Westerfield running down pit road. I'm thinking that might be a little early. He's going to have to go on some major fuel conservation, or he's going to have to make another green flag pit stop.
I'm showing the 14 coming in pit lane right now. The reason why I went to him, I'm also hearing his partner in crime, 67, shout out to go into pit lane. Those two are getting together. I think they might be working something out.
Kevin Rupert coming on pit lane with Ralph Vandervorst. Troy Torgerson also coming on pit road right now, along with Josh Robinson.
Yeah, you have a lot of trucks jumping down, right?
38 sitting this time, 38.
I see Ben Shepard coming down pit road right now.
Yeah, everybody's kind of trickling in.
103 pitting.
103's dropping down as well.
96 pitting.
103 being Acacia in the 103
15.
truck.
We have just a few players out there right now. Christopher Monroe stayed out, it looks like, Ken, right? Eric Sorry also stayed up first and second position. Eric's going a lap down right now. I'm not sure. Timing scoring is going to take a minute to refresh, so we'll have to wait till that happens, and we'll give you a top 5 rundown.
Yeah, I do see Christopher Monroe and Eric Asari. They're both in down pit road right now.
Looks like they went one lap after the others, huh? Just going to shake some things up.
Most definitely. I think after this all clears out, I think we're going to see Ben Shepard with the lead.
38 out, 38 out.
94 pitting.
What was that
94
pick you
pitting.
had again?
That would be the 69 truck of Ben Shepard, our leader.
We got some other good racing going on.
I was stuck on the button trying to get through on the radio. I was tracking for a second. 20 petting, 20 petting.
20's jumping down. He's shown in the third position.
22
Calvin
pit
Miller,
this
but
time.
jumping down into pit lane.
28 pitting, 28 pitting.
Robert Garisco, he's going to start pitting right now also.
I hate to say it, Ken, but I'm
37
showing
fitness
Ben
time.
Shepherd in the lead right now in that 69 truck.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you remember this from last week. I did pick Tom Ogle to win, and I believe Tom Ogle was our winner last week.
All right. I think Ken's head getting big. If you think so too, type it out on there on that chat there until Ken's head pop.
I'll have to take my hat and make it just a little bit bigger for next race.
Hope it's adjustable.
It is.
There you go. Ken, I'm showing right now, and this may not be true, but I'm showing 1 through 18 is on the lead lap. However, anything further down, 18 through 36 or 33 is a lap or more down.
Yeah, I got the same numbers you have there, Pete, but I'm ready to give this, I'll give the top 5 again, and I'll let you finish out. So we got Ben Shepherd, my pick for tonight's race. He's leading this thing with Christopher Monroe running second. Chris is running 2 seconds behind Ben right now. Third place goes to Eddie Jones. Fourth goes to Tex Kilburn. Great round for Tex Kilburn. Up to 4th spot. And then Eric Asari, I have him running 5th at this time.
I've got the number 12, Kevin Rupert, sitting in 6th position. Ralph Vandervorst, the 03 truck, currently in 7th. Liberace, Thomas O in the 8th position. El Champo, Patrick Milligan in the 9th position in that, what is his 38 truck. And then rounding out your top 10 would be Sean Sadler in the 01. Rounding out your top 10.
Crystal, I guarantee you I did not mix anything in my soda. Sorry, that's something I did not do.
We're just all tired and having fun.
There's some really good racing going on out here yet, Pete. A lot of it for position. Good stuff going on out here. I do see Ben Shepherd. He's getting real close to putting a lap on the 48 truck of Benko.
Yeah, they're moving pretty good. I was happy to hear that Raging Cajun Jones, my pick, isn't that far behind, but in 3rd position right now.
166 actually.
Yeah, he's running 6 seconds behind Ben. He's got some catching up to do, but we got almost 20 laps yet, so Eddie gets her going. He might be able to wind that thing up and give Christopher Monroe and Ben a chase down yet.
Yeah, Ben Shepherd's doing one hell of a job out there running. And just for kicks and giggles, I do want to check for our Princess Crystal. Your boy's running in 17th position right now. Still doing a fine job, not out of it.
Yeah, I believe Jim might be in a little bit of fuel salvation here. He may need a yellow flag here because, boy, he's going to have to conserve a lot of fuel. He was one of the first trucks to come in on his last set of green flags pit stops here. I'm a little concerned that he may not make it at the end.
I'm showing him with 11 laps currently on his truck, 12 now as he crossed the stripe. He's in the high group right now, right?
If he stretches it out and makes it, I got to hand it to him. It was a great job of fuel conservation on this last fuel run.
Old Tex Gilbert doing a fantastic job. Currently sitting in that 4th position, right on Eddie's back end there. If we love
I gotta hand it to Joel. He's had one hell of a race tonight, starting back in the 26th position, and he's giving Eddie all he can handle right now.
Absolutely. Just want to shout out to Princess Crystal. We enjoy joking around with you too. So that's a fantastic thing. That's what we're all here to do. Have a good time. I'll tell you what, it looks like I think Joel's going to be giving Eddie a panic attack in a minute there.
A panic attack or a pandemic?
A pandemic. I think you're going to be able to call it a pandemic.
I gotta say one thing, Christopher Monroe is starting to bite into Ben Shepherd's lead a little bit. Ben's got only about a second and 3/4 over Christopher Monroe right now. I'm not sure if Christopher's pushing a lot harder than Ben and Ben's out for conserving, but we only got 15 laps. But Christopher is starting to close in that gap a little.
Well, it might be Ben just taking care of his equipment too. With that big of a gap, he has some leeway. And I do see a couple of trucks in between him and 15 and 69 right now, as he does try to make a pass. But he still has to work with some lap traffic as well. And although they got out of the way and they're very courteous, it does take a little bit of time.
It does. If you don't hit it at the right spot, it can actually slow you down. If you catch them in the wrong place at the racetrack, catching a person can be very difficult sometimes. Working with lap traffic. I see Kevin Rupert right now trying to get past the lap traffic, and that's Ed Adams in the 42 truck.
Yep. Definitely looking to go a lap down here. We'll have to see.
I got Ed Adams at 21st spot, one lap down.
Yes, I'm sorry, you're correct. He is. I thought he'd be right going a lap down. My timing and scoring is so messed up right now, Ken. Everybody's lap down is on the top, and everybody who's got laps is in the middle.
Boy, laps are winding down quick. We only got 12 to go, Coco.
10 laps, it's a changed race. These guys will really start taking chances and see what's going on. But with them spread out as much as they are, not sure how many chances they're going to have.
Last car in the lead lap right now, I'm showing that is the 35 truck of Jim Westerfield. He's running the 18th position right now.
I'm showing him almost, or 28 seconds, 29 seconds behind our leader. But anything can happen. We can bunch this thing back up again with a single caution, change everything.
Coco, are we still at just 2 cautions yet for tonight's race so far?
I believe so. That is my count currently, but who knows? I have a problem unless I take off my socks to count to 20.
I believe tonight you did pick 2 as our over-under number, correct? Wasn't that?
Yes, I did.
So maybe you'll win that. Well, you're going to win that no matter what because I went under. But maybe I got the right vehicle out there.
Well, then we both win something. I'm happy.
That's right. Free soda for me and another tea for you, right?
Absolutely.
Cigarette count right now, sir?
4, I think.
I better stop right there, buddy.
Well, we only have 8 laps to go. I'm betting I am done. We'll have to see.
Well, I know we got driver interviews yet after, so I got a feeling it's going to be going over.
Does that include driver interviews?
We're still on the air yet, I believe, right?
Yeah, we are. I'm looking at our leader right now, Ben Shepherd, just rolling out. 1.3 ahead of second place, but 8.3 ahead of third.
Yeah, Ben's putting a hurt on the field right now. Christopher Monroe is doing everything he can to close this gap, but Ben's just a little too strong, and looks like Ben has a little bit of clear racetrack in front of him all.
Yeah, he does. Ben is definitely doing what he can do, but I'm not quite sure if anybody has anything for Ben. Ben is.
Ben sure he sure is very, very strong in this truck series. So he's performed great in this series week after week.
Yes, he is.
No, I'm sorry, I did not fall out of my chair. I just had to plug something in. We got a 78 truck. That's Dave Colburn. He's coming down pit road, I believe.
Yeah, he is. Some problems or just doesn't have anything left. Fuel, I'm betting 26 laps on that in that truck.
Yeah, I bet you he's getting low on fuel.
We still have Ben Shepard, Christopher Monroe currently. Ken, we've got 5 laps to go right now with the 116, one lap 116. As Ben just continues to hold 1.3 away from second place of Christopher Monroe.
Yeah, it's been pretty much an even gap the last 5-6 laps here. But I think we're going to have some drivers running into some fuel issues.
Joe Kilburn still right behind our 14 truck as we jump on board for the last few laps with Ben Shepard, your current leader, as he just drops it down and it turns ever so smooth. He's jumping up on Jim Westerfield. Jim's running away just to stay, stay on that lead lap, Ken.
Yeah, that'd be for the 18th position right now. Jim Westerfield, that's 17th right now, passing one.
Yeah, Jim just needs to keep away from him as best he can for these next couple of lap here as we're on lap 118 and 120. Ben doesn't have anything to play with. He's a 1.5 away from second position right now. There's your gap.
So yes, we do have Ben Shepard leading with Chris Monroe second, Eddie Jones running third, Tex Kilborn fourth, Eric Asari running fifth, Kevin Rupert sixth, Rel Vandervorst running seventh, Sean Sadler, he's running eighth, Thomas Ogle running ninth, and Dan Berghoff running our top 10. And we are getting close with only one lap to go, Coco. Take us home along with Mr. Ben Shepard.
As we cross that line, he is on the back bumper of the 35 truck of Jim Westerfield. Doesn't need to pass to win the race, but definitely keeps it nice and smooth going into 1 and coming out of 2 as he just rolls into that throttle. Does a fantastic job. I'm thinking Jim Westerfield did not want to go a lap down. I hope he does fight for that lap because I don't think I would want to go down there as he drops down in turn 3. Ben Shepard, nobody on his rear end as he comes out of 4. Ben is looking behind him, but he doesn't take Jim Westerfield. Jim Westerfield finished 69, takes this race. Ben Shepard, one hell of a job by Ben, finishing 1.5 in front of the leader, approximately 8.1 in front of third position. That was a fantastic run by Ben Shepard again, Ken.
Yeah, he's been very dominant the last couple weeks in this truck league and all that. And hats off to him. And we'll get an interview with him and Christopher Monroe and Eddie Jones here in just a couple minutes.
So your first place truck is Ben Shepard. And then you have the 15 of Christopher Monroe in second. And, of course, our buddy, Ragin' Cajun Jones, in third position as they get ready to take on their post pictures and post ceremony.
Patrick, if I start going too slow, push me.
Fantastic job done by all 3 of them, by all the racers actually tonight. Looking forward
Coco, I'm hoping to have Eddie Jones on the phone here. Eddie, can you hear us? It's Ken and Coco up in the booth.
Yes, sir, I hear you, but I'm not on the phone.
You're not?
No, sir.
Congratulations on a great third place finish. Looks like Ben and Chris had a little bit tonight. Did you have to conserve fuel during one of those pit stops? I know you had a good advantage early, and looks like you had to give it away.
Yep, those last 2 runs. Yeah, they had an advantage. They got a bigger fuel cell than I did.
Oh yeah, we want them to go through tech inspection, right?
Thanks for a good job.
Yep, no doubt.
So Eddie, we
Great.
saw the 40 coming up
Good
on you.
job.
Did he have anything for you, or you were just keeping him at bay?
No, he was in the same boat I was in. He actually had less fuel than I had, so I wasn't really worried there because we talked about it and couldn't race. Just had to ride there to the end to finish.
Well, you had a heck of a race. Ben Shepherd just was untouchable, 8.1 in front of you. Did you think that you could have anything for him at the end of this thing?
Well, I knew last night in the practice race he was pretty strong. I mean, I was even with him for a while, but he'd pull away toward the end of a run. But I knew when I got to calculating fuel there at the end, I knew it wasn't.
Well, you had a heck of a race and a fantastic finish in the top 3. How was the truck for you all night long?
No, the truck was okay. It was more about points tonight, you know. I know who I'm racing, and as long as I finished in front of them, that was what I wanted, was 0 incidents.
Tonight's race a little bit cleaner than Monday night's race. Got to hand to these drivers tonight. I believe we only had 2 cautions, Eddie. Was there any moments out there that you had you a little bit concerned out?
No, absolutely not. They did a great job again tonight. I think Monday night was just a fluke, you know. Yeah, they went back to some good.
Well, absolutely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you know, Eddie, that you were my choice for tonight's race. And since Ken won the race with Pick and Ben Shepherd, and also I won the over for the cautions, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do right now, just so you're aware of what's going on. I'm going to smoke a cigarette so Ken doesn't win the cigarette count.
Nice. Do what you have to do, baby. Win at all costs.
All right, so that's number 5. Ken loses that. Now, Eddie, fantastic job on that top 3 finish. Looking forward to seeing you on the track, buddy. And you want to do a shout out to any of your friends, family, sponsors?
Just got to thank Jones Sign Company and my partners, my teammates. We bounce a lot of ideas off each other. We don't always agree with each other, but most of the time ends up working out for all 3.
Oh wait, did they take you back as a teammate?
Yeah, and it looks like my teammate Joel Tex Kilburn may have got the Hard Charger award. So congrats.
Congrats to him. Congrats to you on that 3rd place finish, Eddie. Really nice run tonight. Congratulations, and be safe, buddy, and have a good one out there.
Thank you, brother. Burning rubber, baby.
Burning rubber, baby.
All right, now we got Eddie disposed of up at the back in the race channel. 2nd place finisher, we got Christopher Monroe. Christopher, can you hear?
Yes, sir. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. Hey, congratulations on a great 2nd place run tonight. Hey, did you have anything for Ben late in this race, or has he just had everybody all covered?
No, I pushed too hard early and wore the right front out. Again, I keep doing that. I was able to pretty much hold up with him, but I knew with about 10 to go, I really didn't have much for him. So I was just holding on to second.
Well, that was a fantastic job. We were watching you through the entire race, and we kept talking about you. Your name kept popping up. So fantastic 2nd place finish there. It's great to get on the podium in the OBRL. Ben was really strong tonight, but you were the closest. You were only 1.3 away from him on the lap. In the end of the race, was there any? How did the truck perform for you throughout the night?
It was really good. I had a good balance. You take care of it early on, and it's good throughout the whole run. And that's that last run, I just pushed a little too hard, a little too early.
Okay, and how was your fuel mileage? Okay, and all your pit stops tonight.
That was good. I finished with 0.6 gallons. So I knew when I saw those guys pit, I think it was like lap 65. I was looking at the numbers and I was like, boy, that doesn't add up.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I was a little worried through the end of that race, right, Ken? We were discussing fuel mileage because some guys were definitely going to have to stretch it out. But congratulations to the 2nd place finish. Fantastic job. And Were you in Monday night's race?
Yeah, I won Monday night's race at Michigan.
All right. Well, what would you say compared Mondays to tonight's race?
This was much better. You're gonna have your races with multiple cautions. You need a couple cautions just to throw some strategy and bunch everyone back up. But tonight was much better than Monday night.
Fantastic job, Ken. Anything last for Monroe there?
I just want to thank him for a great performance tonight. And Christopher, it's always a pleasure racing against you. You've always raced me and all the other OBRL members very cleanly, and I appreciate that. And good luck to you the rest of the truck season and all the other seasons that the OBRL has.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. The compliments, how you guys think of me means a lot. And if I can, shout out to go to stcroix.com, hotel on the K. Those islands are all shut down right now because of COVID, and they rely on tourism. So when this is over, you guys want a vacation, that's a good place to go. Go to stcroix.com, and they'll hook you up. Places to stay, places to eat, places to go.
Fantastic shout out, and we are hoping everybody stays safe, stays healthy in this COVID-19 stuff, and take care of the mom and pop shops when we get our opportunities to do so. So fantastic shout out there. Congratulations on a second place finish. You have a good night and enjoy the party.
Thank you guys. You too. Have a good night.
All right, Ken.
All right. Chris is back up in Race Channel talking to the rest of the drivers. I pulled Ben Shepard down here, our winner tonight. Ben, you were my pick tonight. You did come through for me tonight, buddy. Great job and a great win. Can you tell us all about it?
That's awesome, Ken. I'm glad I came through for you tonight. Yeah, it was fun. Qualifying, I missed my entry to 3, so I was back there in 9th. And I'll tell you what, this track, if you miss that entry into 3, you kiss that corner goodbye. And still, managed to miss it a few times during the race, but just patience coming up through the field. If I was underneath someone trying to make a pass, I had a hard time really getting back on the gas. So, I had some good battles there with Ralph and Bandit and Eric, and it was a lot of fun. But I think what made the difference, I got really lucky. I'll tell you what, that last pit stop. I came across the line. I'm looking at the replay now. It's 57 miles an hour at the cone, and so I slowed it down to about 42 and just crossed my fingers that the timing made up. And luckily it did, and came out ahead. And then seeing Chris 2.3 behind me, I just kind of wanted to take her easy until he got close, and I knew he'd probably push, and he was quick all night, and so just kind of bided my time there. And fun race tonight.
Yeah, that was a great finish. We watched you. You had an 8.1 second lead on the third place truck and a 1.2 or 1.3 Ken lead on the second place. Did you worry about them at all?
No, not much. I knew I pitted after everyone except for Chris, so just seeing that lead and through the practice race and stuff, I know I tend to enter the corner a little bit shallower than everyone else, and so it wears up my right front. But it worked out okay. You lose a tenth with 15 laps to go every lap, and you're 2 seconds ahead. It's not much to worry about.
Yep, absolutely. And I have to ask you, just your mindset on the last 3 laps or last 2 laps, knowing that Jim Westerfield, the 35, was fighting for the lead lap. Did you ever plan on passing him, or were you just kind of going to ride behind him?
I was just trying to think what I was going to say to you guys, honestly. No, I'm kidding. No, when someone's fighting like that and I've got, over a second lead, I like to let them, race back to the checkered for, and maybe if they can pass somebody, then better for them.
And that's exactly why we like in the OBRL. It's all about camaraderie and respect for one another. And I think that you've shown great respect and one hell of a ride tonight. One hell of a driver in the OBRL. So you hold your head up high, buddy. Any pucker moments for this race?
I appreciate those compliments. It definitely means a lot to me, especially being still fairly new. I'm under a year, so any any praise I like. I want to be respected around here, so I appreciate that. Pucker moments, just that last pit stop. Like I got on the brakes a little late coming into pit, and knew I came across too fast, and I almost closed my eyes, just peeking out of one eye, waiting for a black flag to come up, and it never did. So that worked out okay.
Well, fantastic. And like I said, congratulations on finishing first and taking that win. Any shout out you want to do to your friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I'm assuming maybe my dad watched. I don't know. I didn't get any Texas race, so maybe they're tired of watching this green car run around here. But um, fun dip, Chip painted this one. It's great. He's working on something fun for us next season. So just shout out to Lick a Stick Fun Dip and the team and my engineers and all that stuff. We took last week off to prepare for this race, so it worked out okay.
Well, that's fantastic. Congratulations again. And I hope your family's watching. We didn't see him on text tonight, but tell him we missed him.
I will do.
All right, buddy. You have a good night. Enjoy the party, and you take it easy out there and have a great time celebrating that win. You deserve it.
Burning rubber, baby. And thanks for everything you guys do up in the booth.
Thank you, buddy. Burning rubber, baby. All right, Ken, I think that ends our broadcast for our Wednesday night truck race in the OBRL. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight and our texting and our social media and all that. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. We're trying to make it interesting for you. We're not professional, but we have fun, right, Ken?
Oh, we have a boatload of fun, and thanks everyone for paying attention with us on social media. Makes our job a lot more easier to do, and definitely I really enjoy this. Yeah, we do miss the driving. Both me and Peter are good competitors out there, but boy, I'm having a blast up here, and thanks, Pete, for having me up here.
You're welcome, Ken. Thanks for joining me and all the time you put into OBRL, and as well as Steve, the Mule Thompson, Eddie Jones, Kevin Rupert, the entire replay committee, Ken, myself, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, and I want to just thank our Monday night sponsor, Hemp Shack, our Wednesday night sponsor, Burning Rubber, baby. iMedia 40 on our Friday night sponsor, and of course, Patrick Milligan, not only our sponsor for our Sunday series, but our friend. Thanks for everything he does for this league and all of our sponsors do for our league. And you guys have a safe, healthy night. Keep it together, and hopefully this Corona stuff will be over soon enough, and we'll be able to get back to normal life. You guys, so from Ken and myself, we're just going to say good night, be safe, stay healthy. Thanks for watching. Burning rubber, baby!